Hi, I'm Shauna from Infinity Readings. This will be the reading for the Libra Female for the Valentines season of 2019. Okay, so I have two pyramids I worked from. One is a love and sex pyramid, love, sex, romance pyramid, and the other one is just the overall general energies. I also have two cards here to amplify if you have any blocks or to get rid of them, whatnot, and then a general feminine energy to overcast the whole reading. So the first card I get for the female overall energies is redemption. I feel like actually this is a strategy that this woman may be coming up with. She's trying to redeem herself. Okay, that's general energy. Now the block card I get for the Libra female is surrender to obsessive thinking. So if you are obsessing about a person or situation, turn this over to the spirits, and doing so will help bring you clarity and even solve the problem. So there may be an obsessive nature here that may be blocking you from getting ahead, evolving properly, okay? Now it's interesting because the cards really reflect that. So the first card here is the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about, overly emotional energy, right? Because in this deck, her cup is swirling with energy. So that means there's an overabundance of emotionalism here that's going on with this Queen. Now, that is out of her element. She is an air sign, and that is not her element. So it's a little uncomfortable or a little overpowering, this energy of emotionalism, okay, that she's feeling in this certain area. And it's interesting because we have a Queen of Cups and a Knight of Cups. The Knight is kind of following the Queen, but the Queen is offering her emotions outward, okay? We don't really have an object of that as it sits in the pyramid here first, but nonetheless, she is got all these emotions in a different direction than with her partner. So either one, she's not sharing that with her partner, or two, it is something that she's keeping, keeping secret, hiding away from her partner, really is the sense. Now, we've got that Knight of Cups, which is, he's kind of the guy that comes in and he's all about the emotional, the passionate gestures and emotional ways he comes across. He can talk up a storm and really kind of sweep you off your feet. Now he's the Knight of Cups, and this is your pair, and I don't know if this is you as a pair or what's going on here. Nonetheless, there's an energy like that around you. Now the next card is the Seven of Swords, and that's about sneaky, underhanded behavior that's going on. Now the Queen of Cups is facing this energy. That's where she's putting all her emotions and all of her her passions in that direction of sneaky behavior. So are we in a partnership where we are crushing on someone else and we don't want our partner to know, but we're going off in that direction anyway? This is the sense I'm getting. It may not be true, but this is what I'm getting. Again, not be true for everyone, okay? Now the next card I get is the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles is directly under the Knight of Cups. And he is, I feel, working on moving forward. Yeah, there's some kind of a creative way. Now, this could be at work, literally. He is really focused on work, though he is... It's interesting because the Knight of Cups, the figure on the card here, it's like the knight has a direction, but his horse wants to go in a different direction. It's kind of ominous. And the horse is going in the direction of the work, and the man is going in the direction of the woman, if you get my drift here. So it's like, it's almost like the horse is going, let's just deal with work here for a while. Not that I'm about anybody being in delusion here or wanting to hide things, but I feel like this woman is going through an overly emotional time here, and we'll figure out where that lies. It's like a separate issue is what they're really saying. We have to separate this. It can mean literally, but I'm going to carry on here. So the Three of Pentacles is basically the Knight of Cups. So that may be your partner if you're in a partnered relationship. If not, then someone that is very emotionally tied to you, okay, that surrounds you in this situation. Next to that, we have the Devil, which is chained to the Seven of Swords, which is not good, which is also connected to the Queen of Cups. So there's a line here of listening to the wrong side of what we want. So we may be passionate about someone forward. We may be in a relationship for those lightly dating, and we're kind of leaning towards moving off in a different direction, and the Devil's kind of going, pss, 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 and we're going, yeah, let's do that. We're going off in that direction. Is kind of the sense I'm getting, and it's not going to add up to any goodness here. So beside that, we have the Magician, and that just tops up these two energies of the Devil and the Seven of Swords. It brings in the manipulation. So not only are we getting bad ideas and listening to them, we're twisting things and using things against others that we shouldn't be. And then the Seven of Swords is saying, not only that, we know it's wrong, and we're going to do it anyway. So there's some shifty behavior on the side. Libra female. Now, if she's dating, then it seems like it's just she's squeaking out of one, or trying to have the cake and eat it too, girl. Might be that kind of situation. But nonetheless, the Magician coming in here with the Devil and all of that, it's just bad news. So then after the Magician, on top of the Three of Pentacles, when we're dealing with the Knight of Cups, we have the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, no matter what the gender here, she is fired up and ready to go. She's got a lot of bravado, and she's a very beautiful woman moving forward. She's got a lot of power and energy behind her. And I feel like that's the partner of the Libra female. I feel like her partner is fired up in a direction of work, moving forward and such, but nonetheless keeping an eye on the partner, okay, if you're partnered. Now next to that is the Ten of Cups. Now the Queen of Wands is looking directly at the Ten of Cups. I feel like the Queen of Wands is the partner that's following the energy. Doesn't matter the sex here. It's following the energy is like happy family, happy life. This is what I want. Happy wife even, right? We may be married or we may not be married, but our partner, we want all the happiness within that and in the family in itself. Now, this is where the Devil starts to come in here and start shifting up some work here, okay? So we have the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So essentially this partnership that we initially have here has the elements within it to be good and grounded and great and wonderful and highly emotionally satisfying, okay? In fact, that's where the Knight of Cups is coming from. Emotionally stable and sound, this is where he's coming from. The Queen of Cups, now the next card after that is the World card. And the World card can be about endings, could be about lessons, and it could be about feeling like you have everything under control. Now, the World is directly connected with the Devil and the Magician and the Seven, and I feel like that's all in cahoots. I feel like there's a cycle here that this Libra woman is walking down that is not, is going to end quite quickly. Or maybe she has ended this kind of a cycle in her path, but I feel like she's very fired up in a different direction, yet I feel no object for it. Like there's no person here per se. Now, the last card on the pyramid here for the generals is 9, the Hermit, and it's shining directly at the lesson here that needs to be learned. So I feel like there's a bit of time here before this woman understands completely where her lesson sits. So she may have to go through a bit of a catastrophe here, or at least a tapping of the fingers in the relationship in order to understand where that she's listening to the wrong things. Like, again, there's some obsessive thoughts going through this woman's field, and she's letting that take her away in chaos a little bit. I don't feel like this huge chaos, but I feel like she's keeping everything internal and letting it draw her away, okay? That's what I feel is going on here. And the magician is manipulating. The devil is the wrong side of the tracks. Seven of Swords is getting away with something we know we shouldn't get away with. So that's where the energies sit here. There's something that needs to be illuminated to this woman so that she can close out a cycle in her life and continue forward in the potential for a relationship that is sitting there. But it seems like she's not facing nonetheless. There's something about her in this relationship with her partner that is, there's something going on there. See if we can't dip into the love and sex side and uncover this, okay? So the first card I get for the Libra female is the Nine of Wands. Now the Nine of Wands, I always attribute this card to mean that this kid looking through the gate, maybe either one of the party's child, that may be a little too young to know about this relationship but nonetheless catches things. So it's an essence of trying to keep things on the down low and it's not working. Somebody gets exposed to this somehow. So there's a sense here that somebody is in passionate embrace with someone else, but somebody's wanting to keep it private, or maybe it is a private idea here, but nonetheless it gets exposed, okay? Somehow. Yeah, something about an energy like that. Now the next card is the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about romancing within the sex side, you know, buttering things up. He's got the violin on the porch with the roses and the, you know, seaside, I'm sure, is in the background. So we have all this stuff going on romantically, and a sense of being really private with it, okay? That's the sense I'm getting from. Now, the next romance card is the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords is about, this man is leaving a rose for this woman on her bed. She's sleeping, so she does not know. She's going to wake up, see that rose, and not know who it's from. So not only a secret admirer, but someone who does not want to be exposed as the bearer of all these affections, okay? This is the sense I'm getting. Someone in high admiration of you. But the Ten of Swords is the ending card here. There's something more they want to say here. I got to figure out. Yeah, it's like there's someone almost hovering like a guardian. I don't feel they're ever going to come forth, but they're just there, but they don't want to be known as being there beside her. Okay, so there's that kind of an energy there. Now the next card is the Ace of Swords, which is interesting. So we're in the same element. Now the Ace of Swords is about taking charge in the bedroom, reversing roles, but also about new directions, right? New things, like this woman here, there's a heart on the table, it's got one little stab in it. So these two people may have a lot of good to draw from on the physical side of things, and a sense of having things secret is interesting. I'm getting a sense here, because we got two down low cards, right? Either like an affair is going on, or a want. I feel like the male here, outside of this Libra female, is really wanting to have an affair with this woman that is already in a relationship, or seems to be. But he doesn't want to come forth to proclaim that. Doesn't want to go public with it, okay? We want a lot of action in the bedroom as well from this person. We have a very a passionate side that we want to look into, but again, not want to come forth. On the romance side, it's not there. He's going to leave, close the door. She's never going to know who laid that rose there. Okay? That's what's going on. So the next card is the Knight of Wands. So that is a fire energy. He is over the top. I mean, he's passionate and everybody likes him. He's a likable guy. He can be out in public and likes to stir up things and get things moving. He is out there moving and shaking. So he's a mover and a shaker. He just doesn't have staying power, okay? We're talking about dating here. He's in and he kind of sweeps you off your feet and then he's not there when you land. He's kind of gone. Moving on. So he's very fast and very chaotic, but at the same time, people enjoy his presence. He's very good looking, has charm, all of that. You know, he's kind of got it all. And that's why he can get away with going in and out, because he kind of can smile his way out of things. Now, on the inside here, we're talking about sex. We're getting into the Three of Swords. Now, this Three of Swords is talking about another sidewinder here. Now, if we're going with the reading, the Libra female, she is attached, or there is an energy attached to her nonetheless, okay? There's a pair here, the Queen and the Knight of Cups. So that's a pair. Now, him coming in off the side, that would signify this man here. What's he doing here? Is he steady? Whatever. So if we have a situation where we're in a long-term relationship, and again, this ain't going to apply to a lot of people. If you're good and stable and sound, then don't worry about it. But there's something going on here with this relationship. Either, yeah, something's weird here. Okay, but nonetheless, I'll carry on. So this dude, this sweep off my feet dude, he comes in, and we end up coming into the sex side of things with the Three of Swords. So there's a triangular here. Now, that would really symbolize the partner of the Libra female, okay, being out of the loop, because there's somebody that wants to come in here. Because this is on the fire energy, and that's the Cups energy, so these are two different energies, right? And I get this Cups energy is just kind of doing its thing. It's just almost ineffectual in a way, and that may be the problem. I don't know. Or do we have, yeah, something, it's iffy. This guy's iffy in my books. Okay, if we're single, it's an iffy. It's hard to discern. It's almost like he's not really in. Okay, but nonetheless, so the Three of Swords, that's someone on the outside that kind of doesn't have a right, okay? So we got to keep that in mind. For some reason, this guy that comes in, this fiery energy, he comes roaring in here and he takes over, okay? Carry on. Oh, the next card is Six of Swords. Man, this is all over the place. Six of Swords is about introductions in a romantic sense. Three of Swords, that ain't no introduction. We know each other physically. We're doing the deed. Things are going on here. What's going on? So we jump from a relationship that we're having physical intimacy, very comfort level is high as well, to going back out and introducing ourselves to a partner here and flirting by holding hands and whispering sweet little nothings in their ear, okay? So this is what's going on, some scenarios. Then we go from the Six of Swords to the Six of Pentacles. Interesting, the sixes. We got another six here of cups. Okay. So we have this energy of backing out and flirting and moving forward step by step in the beginning stages, okay? We end up at the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is about heartbreak here. This woman is dealing in depression. She's sad. She's depressed. There is a man behind her, interestingly enough, that she does not see, she does not know is there. That same man is in the Ten of Swords as well. I feel like, is he going to save her? What's going on here? There's someone in the background here just not coming forward, no matter, okay? That may be, no, but they're going, nope, completely removed, completely removed. Okay, so it's not this dude that's coming in with the Six of Swords. This may be the thought process, but there's no action. Six of Pentacles is about the depression. This woman's been through hell and back. Her apple there is a symbol of a heart kind of been tied together. She's kind of trying to keep herself together, okay? There's a man in the background looming. He ain't in front of her. The next card, Six Cups. This is about overdoing it. Going out, and we could be partying a little bit till we lose our inhibitions, so to speak. But this is about going out and celebrating, you know, in and amongst people. But watch for, yeah, watch for embarrassments in that way out in public, okay? That's really what that's saying. It's like we could have the ability to lose our restrictions, right? Having a little too much there. Now, on the sex side of things, we get the Knight of Cups. There he is again. Now, the Knight of Cups is about an energy coming in, a new energy that comes forth to this woman, and it may be out of a scenario where we're out partying and someone comes forth to hit on us, so to speak, okay? Because that's kind of out of the blue. Knight of Pentacles, it's almost like she's they're skinny dipping, and it's like, oh, you're not supposed to be here, right? That kind of thing. So the last romance card we get is 14, the Temperance. So Temperance talks about taking control or things that we need to control. Now, when we first started talking about this Libra woman, what I was getting was the fact that there's emotional overload here. Our emotions are going and running rampant in a certain direction, so we got to watch that. And that's really what's going on here with the Temperance. I feel like we've got emotions for someone outside of ourselves and outside of really what's going on around us that we have to watch. Now, the Two of Swords sits on top of that on the sex side, and that's about an offer coming forward. Now, we're playing coy at this point. There's a few soldiers coming in here making offers, and I feel like there's maybe one or two looming in the background that are just kind of sitting there waiting to pounce, but they're not. I don't get a sense that they will. I feel like they're just very protective and wanting to come forth, but I don't feel that they will for whatever reason. So we end up on the Two of Swords, which is an offer forward from a man, and she feels quite coy and wanting to show her stuff off a little bit. So she's not refusing, but she's not necessarily going forward either. Man, so I'm going to break this down because on the singles side, it's pretty clear cut. We got a lot of options here, a lot that are in our face. Well, a couple that are in our face, two, if not three, that are in our face, and one or two in the background. Okay, that's really the sense I get. But I wouldn't worry about the background noise because they're not going to shuffle forward and be seen. They're just kind of there admiring for whatever reason. Okay. Yeah. So if we're talking about, I'm going to deal down with the sex stuff here on the couples side because it's very complex. Again, I mean, I know we're in the point of busting apart relationships and relocating those that are not in the higher frequency, but nonetheless, we have a situation here where if we're in a coupled relationship, we may be either wanting to keep things undercover, being romanced, but wanting to keep it private is really the sense I get when I look at this from this angle, okay? There's a lot of romance going down, and we're wanting to keep it on the down low, and there may be people peeking into our business a little bit, but nonetheless, that's what's going on. Now, as we move into the next romance card, the Ten of Swords, again, that's secret admirer stuff. I feel a sense to just disregard. But know that disregard, but not. They're going, but not. This woman needs to know that she does turn other people on in certain avenues. I think the thing here is that we really do have the ability to turn a lot of men on, and we may not understand this because they don't come forward. They don't expose themselves. Not expose themselves, but they don't explore the option to start up a conversation with this chick. Like, they're not going to do it, you know. So that's the thing. You don't see it, so therefore you don't think it exists. But they're going, the Libra female has a lot of class that a lot of men deem high on their list, but you know, they may not come forward to say so. So that's kind of looming in the background, kind of puffing up your ego a little bit. But again, we won't have a direct confrontation of that. Then the Ace of Swords is, I feel like if we're in a committed relationship here, I feel like the Ace of Swords is really about wanting to either switch roles or change things up in the bedroom, take a new direction in the bedroom, okay? And that's what that is. And I feel like this is a direction we just haven't had before. Because of that one stab, I feel like we have a lot of trust for our partner. And we're willing to open up in all areas and try something different. That's really what I'm getting here. Now, on this, okay, this Knight of Wands, the fire energy. Well, where does that go? That brings a passion, right? So we're trying to start something new in the bedroom, and guess what? The partner's sprung by this, and they're going all out of their element. If they're a cup coming in there, they're ending up with fire in the bedroom. So this is all going off really well. It's bringing about a good energy forward. Now, as we get into the Three of Swords, we might have a scenario here where we have brought in an extra partner. We may have brought, or a symbol of such, right? We may be bringing in extra things in the bedroom or extra people in the bedroom or something in a way to fire it up, okay? That's simply stating that. Now, next, as we get into the Six of Swords, that's about, relocating. They're going relocating where the love sits here. We've fired up our passionate side and we've got that going, and now we have to rebalance the romance side because that was really dead and gone. And now that we've fired up the passion in the bedroom, the romance kind of gets fired up with it, right? So we're going to lift a few levels that way, and I feel like that's the Six of Swords. You and your partner both are fired up by this, so it brings about a more romantical kind of way, and that's the thing of kind of going out in public and being a little more PDA, and all of these things are coming a little more naturally than they would have in the past because of what's sparked in the bedroom here, okay? It's a sense I'm getting. And then the Six of Pentacles. Now, here's the depression again. They're going, we have to go back to that Ten of Swords. Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay. So what's going on here? I'm going like, well, she's not depressed because they're sparking things up, and they're going, but she still has some issues, some self-esteem issues that have brought her back. Now we go to that Ten of Swords, which is, we have secret admirers that don't come forth, so we don't know that they're admiring us. So we don't feel worthy of all of this effort that is put forth. In fact, we may feel quite guilty of it, okay? So this is where this sadness card comes in, is because this woman does not feel her own self-worth. Therefore, it becomes hard to accept all of this affection forward. So that may hit for some, may not for others. Yeah, okay. So as I move forward here, we'll go to the Six of Cups, and they're going, and this is about sometimes we need liquid courage to get through to that side, get through to our courage to be intimate with our partner. Now, we may not have actual, well, that is an issue. If we have to indulge in the drink, right, then it becomes a problem. If we have to indulge in the drink to feel courageous enough to be raw with our partner, we're going to watch that. Then the Knight of Cups is about the offerings, the love offerings coming forth from your partner. Yeah. Do we have to be inebriated to get this moving? Can we, yeah, okay. And then the temperance is about the drink. They're going, yeah, if we're in a coupled relationship, we could tend to, how they kind of, you have a couple, you go out drinking, and then you kind of feel a little more romantical, fired up than you normally would on a, whatever, Friday night. It's kind of like that. They're giving me a sense of that. It's like we need the alcohol to kind of get us in that mode. So we got to just watch why that is. Why is that? Look into that. And then the Two of Swords is just simply stating that, yeah, you put a few drinks and then everybody comes all soft and mushy with it. But we need to do this in a way that is in the everyday, where we don't have to drink to bring this feeling about, reactions about, da-da-da. That kind of thing. So there might be some drinking issues here, and they're going just habitual ways, right, of being that as we grow older, we realize that the inconsistencies of it, meaning we may temper down on the alcohol, because when you're young, you go and party, you drink all the time, and then as you get older, you can slow down a little bit, and then as that slows down, so then it takes away the love life. No, you know what I mean? Like, this is what they're kind of showing me here. So we shouldn't have to be in the drink in order to get romantical. That's really what they're saying. But nonetheless, that's where she ends there, in the temperance with the drink, and the Two of Swords, the offer coming from the mate. But nonetheless, there's kind of a reviving spark that comes in the bedroom with additions of whatever could be there. That's all personal and private. But nonetheless, there's a situation here where we got to realize where we sit in esteem with our partner, so that we could go forward with our partner free and clear without, and if drinking is giving you that liquid courage, we need to understand why that is. Are we ashamed of our body and liquid courage takes that away? That's really what I'm getting here, is we may have an insecurity within us on whatever level that it's easier to get rid of through a few fluids coming down the trap there. So I think just keep that in mind as you move forward. I think there's a barrier here for the Libra female. She's trying to spice up the sex life, no less, and that's going in a direction. But trying to keep it on the down low is the sense I get. And then there's some admirers here that are just under the radar anyway as well. So know that you have it. You still got it. And you're bringing it forward. It just may not come out of the bush, these guys with the binoculars, but they're there nonetheless. So you do have what it takes to attract. It's just we have to realize that on our own without a male coming forth or a female coming forth to reiterate that. We have to feel it on our own. So that is the reading for the Libra female for the Valentines. Okay, so to overview the redemption here, yeah, I feel like the redemption at this point is kind of tied to the fact that this woman is working on her self-esteem forward. She's got a lot of suitors here, a lot of prying eyes anyway, wanting to come forth and offer to her love and caring forward. But it's almost like from her own power, she has to come forth first before she can even accept on all levels. I feel she accepts one, and it's almost like she goes underground with it. She goes, yeah, you come in here. And then it's a secret affair kind of thing, or a secretive pairing. And it, maybe titillizing in the bedroom, but we're just not taking it outward. And for some reason, I'm just getting self-esteem issues here. So the redemption really has to do with her esteem. Her own esteem issues, she has to bring that up to par so that she can go out full force. Now, the card to help her with any blocks is obsessive thinking. So if you're obsessing about a person's situation or dilemma, turn it over to the spirits, and doing so will help you with clarity or even to solve the problem. And I feel like there's something looming here. Some kind of, and it may be obsessively thinking about something or someone, okay? That's kind of, again, we get the devil, the magician, and the Seven of Swords. Eesh. Sneaky manipulative behavior and wanting to bring something forth, okay, that may not be may not naturally come about. So that sits kind of heavy there. Wanting something to come forth that's just not, yeah, like we have to hermit ourselves to figure out what that is. But nonetheless, there's a Ten of Cups here sitting. So that it's like this woman has it in her field. It's just not right in front of her face. Or maybe it is in front of her face and she doesn't recognize it because she has so many self-esteem issues. She's not understanding completely. This could be as well. Because there's an overthinking, over-emotionalism here, and a feeling of needing to be redeemed. I don't know. It's kind of a mystery. We'll see what happens in the next season, in the summer or the fall here with my new readings. Or if you go on my page over the spring and summer, we'll see if we can't figure some of those things out. Nonetheless, that is the reading for the Libra female for the Valentine season of February, March, April. Hopefully that helps you get rid of some blocks or see some things clearly along the path here. Again, a lot of energies here. One in particular is right in your face you're dealing with physically, and then there's a lot in the periphery that are kind of like got their nose in there in one way or another. They may be interested in you more than they're willing to let on, okay, is the sense I get. But nonetheless, so hopefully that helps. Again, Valentine's season, happy Valentine's Day, Valentine's month. Take care, have fun, and be kind.